Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Happy Friday.
Happy.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just happy.
It's an inappropriate conversation we're having prior to starting the show. That's what it is.
Ni stories zingine tu hapa za kanyezi na nibamba.
Valentine's has come. Valentine's has gone. Hi.
So
you say hello to the people properly.
What's good?
Eh?
What's good, Nairobi?
Hata kama your Friday is starting off, it doesn't mean you just ignore our people kindly. So guys, welcome. You're on the stage with Sandra and DJ Hitch on Icon Radio.
Yeah.
How has your week been, sir? Me, first of all, I'm feeling very underdressed. Actually, strangely,
yes.
Look, I'm in a shade of red. You're in a coat. Hey, ama leo ndo Valentine's yetu.
Sasa unajua si tulikuwa men's conference.
Sasa ndo
wewe ulikuwa sijui ulikuwa job wapi?
Job tena. You know that can be misconstrued to mean very many things.
Sasa unajua tumeisongesha tu Friday ama Saturday.
Okay.
Maybe the kids were
personally I've not been pushed to anything for today.
Yeah.
So labda you clearly from here you've got somewhere you're going. The rest of us are going back home to cut onions and tomatoes and cook for a child. That's what it is. Anyway, speak now that we're on that topic. So yes. Valentine's was on Monday. Hitch. First of all, what did you do for your Valentine's?
Indoors plans, manzi.
Indoors. You know, on a day like Valentine's, when you make indoor plans, all I know is what month? Okay, in February.
Yeah.
February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That means there's a possibility, unless Kamam alimezeshwa pitu leo asubuhi. It means by around October, November, you should be getting into fatherhood.
Or something
of the sort. Because it was an indoor plan. Angalau the polo went outside. Because at least you were in public. You ate your dinner. You did your drinks and you went, okay. People went home still and did other things. But you now, if yours was solely an indoor plan, you have intentions. So it's either tutakuwa baby shower come August.
Hizo maua zote manzi. Kwanza nilizibeba kwa nduthi.
Ilibidi alipishe. Alipishe hizo vitu zote ulifanya.
Nilibeba mwa kwa nduthi. Karibu. Nilizishikilia kama mtu hii. Zizifike hapo zinakakaa wigi me.
These are the images we're seeing of like boda guys with people like with flowers and big boxes. So I'm imagining you in that situation and hapo huko nyuma bado kuna desk na laptop
na kibaga hapo. Laptop bag.
What? So there was a chick who tweeted. She was a lady in I think she was from Ghana, and so she was tweeting her office that day. So in the office in the department where she works in, it's primarily men. I think there's only like two ladies, her and another lady, like one of the management bosses in that department. So she tweeted some pictures of the office that day around maybe 3-4 p.m. in the afternoon, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's only when you work around this many men that you realize how men are underplayed during Valentine's." Because she was like, in the other departments where there's more women, gifts were coming in the whole day, deliveries back to back. In her department, nobody was delivered for anything. So she went to Twitter and she was on a rant, girls, at least even buy for you, even send a card. Send something. She was like, in the entire office on Valentine's Day, her entire department, not one guy was delivered for anything.
What's the deal with that?
Shauri yenyu.
Mimi nilipeleka hata mimi siku receive kitu.
Ni matabe umetupitishia.
Nilipata tu munju.
But you know, I'm just doing deductive reasoning as to what munju means. But to be honest, I'm actually not sure if it is appropriate for me to even ask what it means. Let me just go with the assumption I've made in my head. Anyway, but that's because that's the way you guys have set it up for like women. Throughout from the beginning of time, you do no romantic anything. You just wait for Valentine's. The only time niggas start getting what's also like romantic is the first 2 months when they're trying to get you. You know, that's when you guys do the most. Munatumanga airtime, bundles, mauba. After ushapata them 6 months in, you even have the audacity to tell us supande tu boda ukam. Wait. So it's like you wait after you've gotten what you wanted and like we're together and this is now my girl and I can claim her and all this. The romance stops. You guys only wait for the 14th. Yet, us as the Chiles, you want us to cook for you every night. We should look pretty. We should be sending you to voice notes in the day. Send you messages to tell. All those things. So us, we've been romantic throughout. Us romantic 365 a day. A year, I mean. But you guys wait for one day. That's why nobody can send you nothing.
Huwa si agree na wewe, lakini leo
nime speak facts. Because kila siku you expect something from your Chile.
Napata kaboxa kamepigwa pasi hapo.
My guy, nimeoshwa na ile down, it has even a scent of perfume. Things you have never experienced in your life.
Na kamaska hapo.
Hata huku jua uko na kifagio kwa nyumba yako, lakini umepata nyumba imefagiliwa. My guy. So just understand that the reason why that happens, I believe, is because for all the time the women are the ones who usually carry the weight of doing the romantic things and doing gestures all, every single day. But you guys, you wait for one day. That's why on that one day, they refer to it as another second version of Women's Day. Because we don't know you. Speaking of roughness of Valentine's Day, Sasa, the gift that keeps on giving. Kanye West.
Superstar.
But this guy, actually, he is the literal definition of a superstar. Literally. So he broke up with this new chick that he started hooking up with. After Kim Kardashian, of course.
Yeah.
They broke up because he went on some social media rant, was wilding out, blah, blah, blah. Broke up with this new girlfriend of his. Then went and hired a truck and said, my vision is very clear. Wrote that on the truck.
Yeah.
Jazzed the double cabin pickup truck with roses. We delivered to Kim Kardashian's house. With the tagline, my vision is very clear. Sasa, let me... why I keep repeating that Kanye's phone needs to be taken. Msia apeleko tu magadi for some 6 months. I chillax. Alafu atoke. Let me tell you, you break up with your Chile on Thursday. Mm-hmm. On Monday, you're sending your ex-wife a truck of roses telling her your vision is clear. All throughout your relationship with this other woman, when you were performing, during the Nini for Donda and all that, you were busy hollering at the middle of his performances. Kim Kardashian, I want you back. Kim Kardashian, take me back. Like, those things of, it's okay if you are fighting to get your relationship back. I get that.
Yeah.
But there's some things you should just do in private. Because you see, Kim, there's a screenshot. Now even he started moving screenshots of him in conversations with him and Kim.
Yeah.
And she was like, bro, why can't you keep any of our conversations private? That should tell you. Obviously, there's a part of... you've got 3 kids with this guy. You had this whole life. You guys built this amazing family. Mm-hmm. As a Chile, of course, there's still feelings. There's some one way or the other. So by the time she's asking you that, it's because she's so tired of these public shenanigans of yours that all she wants is, in order for you guys even to get back together, is let's keep it between me and you. During the time, like we decide we're back together, at least for the first few months, it's just you and me. Yani ile tuna, we're ponaing. But mimi sasa nakutumia text, alafu kitu ya kwanza inakwambia uweke Twitter, uchukue screenshot uweke Twitter. Yet I'm also in a relationship with somebody else. How are we helping each other?
Manzi, ati kwanza reason ya kuweka hiyo post, kuweka kwa post zake ati ni juu, ati I'm your number 1 fan.
I'm your number 1.
What's the deal with that, yani?
But do you understand? I'm like, Kanye, you can't, on a day where everybody is, showing out for their person and everything, why can't you just do that and keep quiet? Why does it have to not take it to another level?
Manzi, unajua lakini unaweza ona pia yeye azina amechoma mpaka anajua amechoma.
So it's like,
badala ya kuvaa glasses, unajua unaenda gig alafu unavaa shades wasikuangalie, wasione macho zako. Some say alivaa sijui nini hiyo, alivaa ya black anakaka ninja.
Let me tell you, that guy is he is the epitome of just... So you see, people are having successful dates. All these celebrities had like epic like Valentine's show outs. People are bought for cars, money. Hata huku in the 254, I saw some of our celebs. They went all out with their romantic gestures. And then you have Kanye, who's chopping screenshots and posting on Twitter. Like, you're just like, how are we honestly going to help each other? Anyway, I hope all of you guys had an awesome Valentine's. Me was in my house, as usual. Because sisi watu wa team single, hey, that's a day you just choose to be in your digs watching a show. Because ukianza kujipeleka hizi utasikia tu vibaya ya bure.
Hatukuongea na yeye nikasikia in the meantime kwa background.
Goodbye. Icon Radio. Hitch.
Vipi?
Let me tell you, I'm going to say it again for the 7th time on air. Please kindly, that
yes.
Please nakuomba tu kiro safi.
Sasa. Wanasemanga wa Kenya wasomangi emails. Nilisha kutumia.
Ulituma kwa email
tabia za Kenya.
Ulituma kwa email ya nani? Usinipime. Lies you're telling. Let me tell you, I don't know why. That era of like reggaeton was like the bombest time. Do you remember being at Q's? Akina Aizo
ilikuwa imeweza.
Unasumbuliwana tu hapo chini hapo nje ya Molly's. Those were the times.
Mpaka sijui saa moja.
You understand what I mean? Not this pressure of right now where there's so much wahalas.
Yeah.
Or sijui your pressure, you have to dress and look nice. Or sijui buying bottles and competing with 70 other tables. Gosh, simpler times. Unakunywa ile Mickey zenye kwa packet.
Halafu kwanza sasa siku hizi tena kitu kingine ni unaamka unaona M-Pesa balance. Just kwa
Kenya ulitoka nayo ndio ulitumia na ni hivyo. There's no stress of I don't know, oh God, I went and opened I did a freezer. Nothing like that. My goodness. Anyway, sasa a very dope thing happened on Sunday night to Monday morning, depending on which part of the world you're from. The Super Bowl. Now, to be fair, I feel like in the last maybe 5-6 years, I don't even think globally outside of like the States anybody cares about the actual teams that play during the Super Bowl. Our main focus is the halftime show. Tunes. Like nobody, like even if you asked me right now who played at this year's Super Bowl, I'm like, meh, I don't know. You do even know?
Same here. Me as a guest too is nasikianga Tom Brady sana kwa movies.
Tom Brady is not he's a member of a team. What's his team? Who unajua to the person?
Mimi nakumbuka tu
oh my God. So the halftime show is like the biggest and most popular thing about the Super Bowl in the last 5-6 years easily. Like it's the main focus for advertisers, for artists. Like it's an honor when you get asked to perform at the halftime show for the Super Bowl. Like it's a really, really big deal. So this year, okay, actually let's start with a bit of background. Several years ago, and shout out to Neville for this information. Jay-Z said he turned down performing at the Super Bowl halftime show because he said, "You need me, and I don't need you." And at the time, everybody was like, this guy, like he's thinking he's bigger than, he's more like he thinks he's that much of a big deal. You can't be bigger than this. People talked a lot of like nonsense towards him and his attitude towards saying no to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Then he went and basically struck a deal with the Super Bowl owners, let's put it that way. And he was then given the sole responsibility of running the halftime show program as Jay-Z, as Rock Nation. So they won that bid. It's him who's responsible for everything halftime show. Yeah. And when that happened, everyone was like, okay, hold up. Because it had never been like a black man in that. It had never happened. You know what I mean? So already he broke one barrier that way. One epic, legendary barrier that way.
That's huge, man.
Huge deal. This year, after everything we've experienced in the last 2 years in terms of Black Lives Matter movement and the rights of Black Americans, and a showcase of their expression of like their rights and wanting and all the things they've been demanding for. Yeah. This year, and February is Black History Month in general in the States, so it's the year where everything Black is celebrated. Yeah. Jay-Z put on a halftime show that was beyond epic. Iliweza. Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre
himself,
Eminem, Kendrick,
yeah.
I feel like there's somebody else we're forgetting. Anyway, when you look at the image that then came out, I don't know if you saw it, of like all of them when they were all on stage dope. At the same time. It was one of those moments where even us guys, outside of the States who are not really bought into like the teams and all that, we all had a moment because it was legendary Black music.
Kwanza vile Eminem alitokea pia.
And hip hop.
And Eminem was there.
Do you understand? But Eminem ni wetu. That guy was ours from the very moment he chomoka. We were like, this is our bro.
Yeah.
He's our person. He's allowed to every cookout. He's allowed to every barbecue. He's ours. But it was one of those like pivotal moments, like scenes, where you couldn't do anything but feel like pride of like being black. You know what I mean? And then it wasn't that it just like performing artists. It was hip hop. You know, something that has always been said, you know, is just
for thugs.
Black and it's for thugs and it has all this bad image. But for it to be at the Super Bowl halftime show, whole bunch of rappers and like the founding fathers of rap.
Yani, the big yani
it was epic. You know,
you over-delivered even. You over-delivered
and I feel like because he had so much to prove to the black community and to the white community, he had to, I think, make it a very big moment, which obviously he achieved. Because everyone in the world was like, where the most epic Super Bowl halftime performance that they've witnessed in a very long time, which says a lot.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Made
it says a lot. Lakini kama kawaida kulikuwa na 1 or 2 watu wa Trump. When you walianza kutweet, oh my God, this is the most racist halftime show. There is not a single white person. And the people were replying back to them like, kwani hamoni Eminem? Like at all.
Yeah, hata Eminem.
I was like, what's wrong with these
Eminem
people?
Pia amekatinti yani.
Hata hamoni anymore. I was like, this is so rude. But anyway, so shout out to Jay-Z, the Rock Nation team. That was I'm so excited for those kind of opportunities because I feel like it's the opening of getting black people and black music and culture through places that we would never have imagined would have been through. You know what I mean? Wamezoea kuchukua boys wetu wakiwafanya kimbe kwa field wakishinda hizi ma Super Bowl, but they don't actually do it where it counts. You know what I mean? So shout out to that team. Now speaking of epic black music, as DJ Hitch, I'm sure you've seen the frequency in the last 2 months in terms of Kenyan music coming out. I feel like artists are working overtime. Every week since this year started, there's been releases.
Watu wana put in work. Hata hizi stories za campaigns pia I think zina boost.
Kivipi sasa? Please give me this story. I need to know this story. Just tell me. Give me the scoop.
Kuna ngoma ingine.
Ngoma gani?
Kuna ngoma ingine hapo tu na I'm working on for campaign.
You're joking.
It's quite
Why are you laughing at your own song?
It's quite hilarious. But
you know, you can't laugh at your own song before it gets released because automatically what you're making all of us want to do is laugh when it comes out.
It's actually funny. It's not.
It's not bad. Like a give me kind of song.
Yes.
Wait. Tunaenda let's just make a deal right now. We are going to premiere that song on the Stitch.
Yeah.
When it's ready.
You hear it first.
We're going to. We're the ones who are going to launch it onto this show. But I'm being very serious right now.
Utakuwa guest hiyo day.
The artist.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these are the things I live for. Please. Can we make this happen for next week Friday, by the way?
Never organize hiyo pia Godia sichome. Hakikisha msi amefika hapa ndani. But yeah.
Godindo artist manager.
But all no leo. Wasome kwa kitu tracks.
Yeah, kwanza from the Sauti Soul and Soul Generation camp.
Yeah.
Every week there's been new music that set of boys have released. And the crazy thing for me is you can't say that song is not good. Every track I'm like, but this song is a vibe, but this song is a vibe, but paka I'm like, ni watu hamtaki tupumzike.
And every hizo ngoma zote ziko na time zake.
Do you get?
Kuna ile ya Valentine's, kuna
right?
Ile paka hata remember New Year's walitoa ile Savara and
oh my God, yes,
Mary Jane Christmas.
Yes.
We wish you a Mary Jane Christmas.
Yes.
A whole EP just for Christmas.
Actually, that's very. By the way, there's a strategy that's being used, and I love it because I feel like for the first time, it's also giving all the other artists pressure.
Yeah.
Because you know how back in the day, the standard was you release a song in February, You keep quiet until like September. You ride with that one song.
Yeah.
But you see now for where they are, because that's a catalog. That means if you book any one of those guys to do a performance, you're getting a minimum of like 15 songs. Just enyewe unajua. Hata zile nyezi in between atujui.
Yeah.
But you're getting a minimum of 15 songs for them to perform.
Yani,
what a time to be like in the music industry. Like what a time.
Like it's good vibes. Tutaongelea hiyo lakini masaa zingine.
Nini yo?
In the meantime, as we go for a break.
And here you guys, you're on the street with Sandra and DJ
Belly Melia
on Icon Radio.
Icon Radio.
You know what? I'm so excited about this segment because, like I told you like last week, every week it's like the Kenyan political scene. Yeah, keeps giving us joy after joy after joy. So anyway, now as we wait for Hitch to gather his thoughts a little bit, welcome you guys. You're back on the stage with Sandra and DJ Hitch on Icon Radio.
Yeah.
Icon Radio KE on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. icon.radio.co.ke.
Kila bahali.
Ati?
Kila bahali.
Oh my God, I remember that guy. You've taken me back. You've taken me. Oh my God, I need a record. Nitaingeskiza tunes ni sawa. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sasa, like I was saying, we've been talking about every week of like the funny state of politics in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you remember what happened to Moses Kuria a few months ago?
Yeah.
He went and bought an electric blanket that I don't know. Then it lipukad and it burnt him.
Hii stuff ya kuwa miguu kwa gari.
That's ilikuwa kwa bed.
Oh, ni kwa bed?
Yeah, you know these electric blankets, where if like it's like cold and they're really big, especially like in SA. So you plug it into the wall and you put it's like a normal blanket.
Yeah.
But then you connect it to the wall, then it heats up your bed. So when you enter your bed, is like hot.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what he did. And like said that, you know, and then it blew or something short circuited. Unajua tu KPLC. He didn't realize he's buying that product for the 254.
Yeah.
So it lipukad or something, it burnt his legs and he had not been able to walk for a few months.
Yeah.
So towards the end of last week, there was a video of him like finally being able to walk and being out and about and stuff like that. So guys are like, Fuchs, you know, like at least he survived it, he's back.
Yeah.
But now, do you remember when that issue happened? I remember, but you know, let me tell you, Kenyans on Twitter, guys have zero breaks. As in, somebody is severely injured. And guys were like, lakini yetu yo demo nyalikuwa na yuko kitanda mbona hakuweza kumsaidia. I don't like, people just talked poo-poo. And I think it's because it's Moses.
Yeah.
If I think if it was any other person, there would be sympathy. But because it's him specifically and all the shenanigans he has done and said about people and blah blah, nobody had any breaks. Zero breaks. Like there was zero breaks.
Wanaendanisha tu na vile hukuwa yani.
You understand?
Zote anakuanga like
anakuanga reckless. So everyone was like, even us are going to be equally as reckless.
Yeah.
So even when the video came out of him like walking and everyone, you know, like the one two people who like support him saying, you know, congratulations, well done, we're so grateful to God, blah blah. A lot of Kenyans still online was still talking terrible things on his page. You know, sort of like, you know, and then especially like, I think the one comment I kept, the recurring comment I kept seeing was everyone saying conveniently. Yeah. Conveniently. Now that things are aligned and people have picked which sides and who's running for office. Yeah. Conveniently, sasa ndo merudi kutembea, ndo sasa ujiingisha mbona unataka inaenda ku make sense. You understand?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so rude and disrespectful. Like, can we just... Like, let's just say, you know, good. Like, you didn't die. God is awesome. You are walking again. Ni sawa.
Manze, give people flowers.
You know what I mean? Just give the guy a break. Like a small break. Angalau. Anyway, sasa, when the gift that keeps on giving, I am trying to understand. So I saw a poster. So, you know, Jamal Gaddafi, presenter for KTN. I think their Saturday weekend show. Also does a lot of hosting gigs and has also been associated a lot with Akina Joho. He's always been, you know, like in like on their team in some
Team Brownskin.
Well, Brownskin was 001 to wote collectively pamoja. Sasa Jamal ameenda announce MP anataka kwa MP. Of Malindi. And Mimi, let me tell you, okay. As I mentioned a few weeks back, I felt a little bit weird about all these people celebrities, let me put it that way, all these celebrities running for office.
Yeah.
Because I've sat and I've asked myself, where has this even come from? Especially for those who've never really had a political background and have never necessarily, in conversation with all their followers, ever associated themselves with anything for the betterment of their communities, of the youth, the way they're claiming now. So you see, like for the instance of Jamad, yes, we know he had this show on KTN. He's done a lot of hosting gigs. He's done concerts. There was a point in which he was managing Tanasha.
Yeah.
So I was asking myself, with that CV, what qualification does he have to be an MP for a county like Malindi? For a constituency like Malindi?
Yeah.
Like, what is the...
Come on.
He doesn't even live in Malindi.
Kama say manzi hizi stories are looks where they don't ni kama pia say Peter Kenneth,
like, he's like known for like fashion.
Peter Kenneth alikuja na hiyo swag ya vile pretty boy swag,
and he was humble. He was humbled properly. But I can't understand, because I also saw Ronald Karauri, huyu wa Sports Pesa, is also vying for, I think it's MP of Kasarani. And then now obviously we have Frasha who's running, we have Gabu who's running, we have Prezo who's running. Like none of I cannot understand. Me, I feel like there was an announcement that was made in Parliament and the rest of us civilians missed it. Because
hata bibi ya Madrax
ati wacha ujinga.
Yeah manze,
she's running for what?
Sijui ni MCA ama ni nini.
No way.
Yeah.
You see, Hitch shouldn't even have told me that, because now, like, help me and please help. You know, you're on ground, because every other day you have to be out and about. What is happening? Sincerely speaking, like, this is an actual I really need somebody to answer this for me. Like, what is, number one, the motivation? What is why now? Why not in the last 2 elections or whatever? Like, why is it happening now? Like, what is all this about?
This age of social media. Sijui kina nani watambijo Mushiri ama influencer. So, inaka ni Instagram followers ina matter.
Lakini sasa
msee ajaifanya ama ni juu
wenye wanananga kuvota of 3/4 of them hata hawako Instagram.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Ama ni juu meet in your line of work you've met now with this politicians and all that.
So what they've inspired you. You tell me, you go and meet somebody like, let me just throw a wrench here. You go and hang out one, like a gig, because we're this way, okay, we know Sonko turns up and he goes out. So you are at a gig somewhere, you met Sonko. Looking at Sonko and all the wahalas he has to go through on a daily basis, that motivated you and inspired you to want to run for office.
Unashindwa sasa.
Nah, man. There's something here that's not making sense to me at all. I feel like literally an announcement was made and there's something everybody's getting for doing, because none of these things are making sense to me, especially the offices they're running for. You know, if you were doing if you were starting where it makes sense, like I want to work in the Ministry of Youth, Entertainment and Sports. Yeah. I can say, okay, I can see the connection. You want to go to your respective county and work under that ministry to help the youth within your industry. That I can understand. And I'm like, there I got you. But to say you are leaving the county you live in Nairobi, you're vying for a seat in Malindi, somewhere you don't live, randomly in 2022, a few months before elections.
As ambitious.
Because your announcement a year ago.
Then a few months.
It's literally a few months to elections. Out of nowhere, you want to go and run for MP in Malindi. Let me tell you, that one threw me off guard kabisa, because I was like, who him say? Yani by himself, he won't even know where the county office is in that town. Kirosafi. But you want to genuinely run for MP of that area. You can't even name the 10. Like the Wazes, the ones who are community based. You can't even name 10 of them. Unaweza kufanya hiyo legwork sahi.
Hata watu wafanye PR.
Lakini Hitch, that PR is it's not justified and it makes zero sense.
Unajua labda itasaidia kwa usanii.
Aje. The way already us guys in this country politically. Our attitude is politicians already we just know X. Like the minute you and I, like an announcement comes, I don't know, do this for politics, we're just like, no. It's a bad image in this country because they've just been doing bad things for so long. So I can't imagine why they'd think this is going to be good for their career. Because we have to, even with Jalango saying he's going to go back to radio, should he not get the Langata seat? After everything this has happened, there's no way I'm going to actually actively now listen. I'd rather he never even bothered running and just did the work for that community, for Langata the way he's saying he wants to do on his own platform as a radio presenter. Yeah. Without having to run for a seat. I wish he just did it that way. I would respect him and like continue to value him more than what he's trying to do now.
So does that mean akirudi radio ataacha kushughulikia swala ngata?
Unanielewa, like that's what I'm saying. There's something that's not adding up with all these things these people are saying. Because even this, I'm taking a break from music to do this. Okay, so when you come back, does that mean the work you're saying you're doing in your area, you'll stop doing it because now you didn't win?
Because unaona kama Schwarzenegger, for example.
So Schwarzenegger. The actor. Speaking of Schwarzenegger, yes, I get it. He did run for office after being like this epic actor. Yeah. But then you're running for office alikuja kachoma. Because he said they're cheating on his wife with the nanny. And got her pregnant. Yeah. Where? So if that is the result you're aiming for our celebrity politicians, that is the highlight character development for this episode for today.
You need that.
I need any further explanation. I'm like, it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, my loves, it's been awesome hanging with you this Friday. This was The Stage with Sandra and DJ Hitch.
Yeah.
Catch you next week.
Next episode.
Bye.
Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.